footsteps of Jesus, from the upper room to the empty tomb. This is not just a story from the past. It is a story of sacrifice, love, and redemption. As you move through each station, we invite you to reflect, to listen, and to feel. This is the path of our Savior. Let us begin. The triumphal entry, Matthew chapter 21, verse 1 through 11. He came not on a war horse, but on a donkey. Yet the people shouted as if he were a king. Hosanna, they cried. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. They laid their cloaks on the road, waved palm branches in the air. Jerusalem welcomed Jesus with joy. But he knew the cheers would soon turn to jeers. He rode into the city, not to take a throne, but to take a cross. The Last Supper, Luke chapter 22, verses 7 through 19. In an upper room, he gathered with his closest friends. The Passover meal, a sacred tradition, but this night was different. Jesus took the bread and he broke it. This is my body given for you. He lifted the cup. This is my blood poured out for the forgiveness of sins. And then he knelt. The master became a servant. He washed their feet, even to the one who would betray him. Love was in every action, but so was sorrow. The hour had come. Luke chapter 22, verse 39 through 46. In the shadows of olive trees, Jesus fell to the ground. His soul was overwhelmed with sorrow, even to death. Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done. The weight of the world pressing in him, sweat fell like drops of blood, and in the silence came the sound of footsteps, torches, swords, and a kiss. The trial of betrayal had begun. The trial of Jesus, Luke chapter 23, verse 1 through 23. They accused him with lies. They mocked him with cruel laughter. The high priest tore his robes. Pilate washed his hands. And the crowd cried out, "Crucify him!" The innocent condemned. The king rejected. The lamb led to slaughter. Chapter 23, verse 26 through 31. The weight of the cross pressed down on his torn shoulders. Each step was agony. He stumbled, fell, but he still rose again. Simon of Cyrene was pulled from the crowd. Simon was to carry the wood the Savior would soon hang on. Women wept beside the road. But Jesus looked at them and said, "Do not weep for me." He was walking the road for all of us. Luke chapter 23, verse 32 through 49. They nailed his hands, they pierced his feet. They lifted him high on a hill called Golgotha, mocked by the crowd, abandoned by most, and yet he spoke words of forgiveness. "Father, forgive them." He welcomed the thief beside him. He saw his mother and gave her to John. And then darkness covered the land. The earth shook. And Jesus cried out, "It is finished." And he breathed his last breath. Matthew chapter 27, verse 57 through chapter 28, verse 5. They laid him in a tomb, sealed it with a stone, watched by soldiers and shadowed by grief. But on the third day, the stone was rolled away. The grave was empty, and the angels declared, "He is not there, he has risen." And hope burst forth like the morning sun. Death was defeated, the King was alive. He appeared to many, he walked, he spoke, he restored. He gave them a mission: go into all the world, make disciples, and I am with you always. And then before their eyes, he was lifted up. taken into heaven, seated at the right hand of the Father. His journey to the cross had become our road to life.